This is the book of Isaiah 14:1, and it reads, For the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall join them with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Before I move any further, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai Bashim, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and the boss of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers out there putting out the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And to you brothers and sisters doing it. Shalom. And today we're going to go into Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. And let me let you know, Esau, you so-called white people, okay? And I'm particularly talking to the male here, the so-called white man, because this is the man whose hands, Yasharala, also called Black Native Americans and Latinos, have been overthrown and also been defeated in many ways, okay, including mentally and physically, and continuously today in oppression. Now, I'm going to go back into Isaiah 14:1, and it says, For the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, will have mercy on Jacob. Jacob is Yasharala, Israel, also called Black Native Americans, Latino, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall join with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Now, Esau, you are not going to have any mercy, okay? The Lord is not planning on giving you any mercy at all. I mean, you have these camps that go around and they're talking about the fact that, oh, Esau, the so-called white man, he's going to, he's going to get some type of mercy. He's going to have some type of privilege in the kingdom. The Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, is not going to, completely and utterly destroy Esau. Well, that is completely contrary to what the scripture reads here, because we're going to let you doggone Edomites know this is the time for you to enjoy yourself, because the Lord is going to do what? He is going to put you into 1,000 years of slavery under the hands and the rulership, okay, of the children of Israel, also called Black Native Americans and Latino. Now, if you don't believe this, let's take a look in the book of Romans 9 and verse 13. It says, As it is written, Jacob, which is Israel, Yasharala, also called Black Native American Latinos, have I loved, but Esau, the so-called white man, okay, that includes you doggone kikes, you so-called Jewish conglomerates, have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with power? Power forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of power that showeth mercy. So see, hey, WFI, okay, all you other groups out there, you get the little bag, or maybe you get the little, elevation in society, you wear the fringes, but at the same time, really you don't teach the right doctrine because you're pleasing Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white people, okay, who are watching your channels, and they make up probably the majority of your audience, along with the doggone simpleton 2/3 that like to watch your foolishness, okay, your mockery of this truth, okay. So it says it right here, it says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of power that showeth mercy. So you can want mercy for Esau all you want, but the Lord Yahweh Shemashai has said what? He hates this man, he loves us, okay, and that he is the one that at the end of the day makes a decision on who he is going to have mercy on. And Esau, there's not going to be any mercy for you, okay? See, Yahushua Mashiach is going to come back and crown his elect men that go on the highway and the byway and cry and sigh against Monsieur, because that is our mission, is to what? Prophesy against Monsieur. Okay, and let Monsieur know what? That our Malak is returned to what? To destroy this place, because he hates Esau. Okay? And it also talks about what? The fact that Esau is going to get terrible judgment. Okay? So this is not up to you camps out there, you doggone soft, low-spirited, effeminate, doggone Hebrew Israelite man out there holding a Bible in your hand, or the doggone corner top of doggone the so-called white man is going to have mercy. He's not going to have mercy. Let's go into the book of Luke, because see, there's always seemed to be this forgetfulness here, okay? And this is the reason why you see the man here, Star Medella teaches the apostle of Great Millstone, and likewise, brothers, we go so hard every day, okay, on continuously reminding the sheeps never to fall back, okay, into that sleep phase, okay, that Esau had you under, okay? Because see, this man comes with all the smooth talks. His mouth is like, his lips are like, butter. His words are like smooth like butter, okay? But he has war in his heart, and that has been proven over and over and over again. This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 21. It says, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Who's the rich man? Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay? You can just take a look at it right here. Jake, okay? This is Yashua, us so-called Black, Native American, and Latino, okay? And before those of us who came into this truth understood what this meant, okay? We were all out there dribbling from our lips, okay? Looking at what the so-called white man has, okay? And desiring it. And it says, moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. Who are the dogs? The dogs are these other nations, okay? Look at them. You look at them. They here they come over here, what, less than 10, 15 years. We've been over here, what, couple centuries, and we're at the bottom, okay? They have come here, and Esau, who likes dogs, by the way, that's the reason why he likes to say dog is man's best friend, okay, has provided for them, made it very easy. They don't worry about getting beat down by the police. They don't worry about their skin color in a job interview. They don't worry about not being qualified to be hired, qualified based on your skin color or anything like that. They don't worry about that. They've got it made for them. The red carpet is laid out for them. They get loans, okay? You'll see these Asian restaurants, Indian restaurants sitting around empty for years. How the hell they stay in business? It's because the so-called white man takes care of them. He gives them a loan and say, keep it open. We'll pay you. We'll pay your rent too. And it says, and it came to pass that the beggar, who's us, Yashua, so-called Blacks, Native Americans, and Latino, died and was carried by angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And he lifted up his eyes, being in torment, and seeing Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. So see, at the end of the day, despite the fact that the so-called white man, he's got the whole world in his hand, really, technically, rich, he's pompous, he's prideful, he's very confident. They walk around with that strut, on their shoulder. They don't worry about a damn thing, and the same thing with these doggone dogs. These dogs walk with a strut. You ever seen a dog walk, man? A little proud dog. I'm talking about the actual animal dog. Okay, they walk with a little strut. That's these other nations, man. They walk with that strut because they got somebody to measure their achievements, okay, against in this wicked queendom, Great Babylon, America, and that is us, and we outnumber them. Okay, so they've got a lot of hypotheses, okay, and statistics to go with like that, and that's the reason why they look at us as so low, because they can't understand how is it that these people can't get anywhere, okay, because they don't know about the curses of Deuteronomy 28. All right, but let's see how this goes. It says, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Okay, so this is that changeover. Remember, okay, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is what? The beginning. So this is that changeover. So that torment is this hellish state that the so-called white man is going to go into. This is this mercy that's not going to be shown to him. All right, despite the fact what Wi-Fi and all these other doggone these little camp want to come out and try to proposition the Most High Yahweh Shemai Shai to go easy on Esau. No, his state is going to be in a level so horrible that he's actually crying out to the same people that he oppressed, okay, to go and help him. Okay, the nerve of this man, that he actually have the nerve to ask Lazarus, to ask Abraham to send Jacob over to go help his ass, man. This is how bad. See, this man is weak. He cannot take what is coming for him, which is that unmerciful torment that he's going to have for 1,000 years. And it says, but Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime received thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou are tormented. See, we get the crown of glory on our head. Okay, we're going to be not getting sick anymore, having immortal bodies. We're going to have a purpose, okay, in life, which is going to last forever. But this man, he has 1,000 years. So again, he has a short time to live, because he's only going to live for 1,000 years. Now, if you understand reincarnation, they're going to live over and over and over and over, but they're going to be born into slavery over and over and over for 1,000 years. Okay? And this man, look at how he lives. This is the life of Esau. Okay, this is the life of Esau. He lived it up great, spectacular. This is the reason why we can't get to these 2/3. We can't get to Jacob. See, Jacob, they're still looking at the crumbs. We're looking at the kingdom. All right, this is the stage where we're at right now. Look at this. This is the life of Jake. This is the life of Jake. Okay, us so-called Blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. Okay, now you can look and say, well, man, I don't live like that. Well, when you look at the previous video, did you live like the way Esau lived? Do you have a yacht? Do you have a 90-foot yacht? Do you have a private jet? Do you have so much food? And I'm talking about real good stuff. Okay? That you don't even know what to do with it? No. So we're peasants. Doesn't matter if your house is better than the other Jake down the street there. We're still peasants in comparison to what we really are, which is Yasharala. Okay? We are the one that's supposed to be in rulership. All right? But that's the rulership we're going. And it says, and beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that will come from hence. So the wealth gap, which is not going to be this money, filthy lucre, FRN notes like that, but the status in which Yasharal is going to be, us so-called blacks in America is going to be, okay? And I'm not even talking about the 144,000 when you go to the upper echelons of Israel in the kingdom. Okay, I'm just talking about Yasharal in general. The difference, okay, in our status in comparison to these Edomites, Esau, the so-called white man, is going to be so great that it cannot be crossed. See, there's never going to be a mush or babal again where everybody's getting together and, somehow we divvy out and Esau is going to have good jobs in the society and all this other stuff. No. Esau is going to live this type of life right here. You've seen it. Oppressed, depressed, and force obedience for 1,000 years. Okay? This is the book of Revelations 18:6. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled to her double. We are going to fill to her cup to her double. Take a look at Esau's work. How do these camp actually get them? How could they sleep with themselves or even live with themselves, even considering showing any type of act of mercy on this man? How? You definitely don't have the spirit in you. You definitely don't have your twigs and berries connected to your body. You've got to be kidding me. Look at the works of this man. In Revelations 18:6 says, reward her as he rewarded you. What was those rewards? Beatings, lynching, humiliation, torture. Okay, unfair practice in every aspect of this man's doggone life. And double unto her according to her works in the cup which she had filled. Now, let's go into this cup right here. It says, this is cup that it's talking about. Let's go into the book of Jeremiah 49:12, and it says, for thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, behold, those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup has surely drunken. That's us. We weren't supposed to drink of it. We're the chosen people. Remember, I brought up to you earlier, okay, what did Yahweh Shai said in Romans 9 and down verse 13? It says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, us, but Esau have he hated. Yet still, we got to drink out of this cup. This cup, okay? This cup, slavery, abuse, oppression, rape, pillage, on and on you can go. And it says, and I thou he that should altogether go unpunished. So Esau wants to get away. See, that's the way this man is. That's the reason why in society always go drop your gun and then he shoots you. He wants to beat you. He wants to chop off your leg and your arms and then expect you to fight him. And that's so-called fair fight. This is the way this little fucking red demon operates. And it says, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So you will drink off this cup. You will go into slavery. You will get what we are getting. But guess what? The Lord is going to have us over you, giving it to you. Just like how he had you over us. Okay? How he gave us to you to do as you see fit. And you went overboard with it. Okay? Now, in Revelations 18:6, where it says, rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works in the cup which she had filled to her double. We are going to have the memory of everything you've done to us from all our lives. Okay? So we're going to be in a constant state, okay, of anger towards you, damn Edomite. There is not going to be any mercy for you so-called white people in the kingdom. There is no mercy. Okay? Let's close out with the book of Obadiah 1:18. It says, and the house of Jacob, Israel, Yasharala, also called blasphemy Americans Latino, shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white people that includes you, Jewish conglomerate, BG, okay, the guy who owns Amazon, all of you, all you damn kikes out there, every single one of you, whether you're a brown Edomite, a black Edomite, or the damn pasty red demon Edomite that we come to know as a so-called white man, This is your state. For the Lord Yahweh Shemi Ashai had spoken it. You're going to be rounded up, okay, and destroyed. There is no mercy for you, Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. I'd like to close by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Shemi Ashai, by Shem Rakakadash, double honors and teachers, elders, and the boss of great mill, soon also to you brothers, so they're putting out the truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom.